welcome back to JM Football. This is another Scattergories video, and it's brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook. Dalton, Philly, Justin Penik, BBD, Lucas behind the dish, hosting this version of Scattergories. Lucas?
Justin?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Time to scat.
Alrighty, let's scat it up. So today, all of the categories are going to be team stats from this past season.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a stat. You're going to write down a team. Obviously, you're getting credit for however many that team got in that stat this year.
Big numbers.
Face mask penalties, please. I'm dying for that as a category.
Alrighty,
All
so
right.
the first category is going to be turnovers forced.
As a defense, you force these turnovers.
Exactly. How many turnovers did that team force?
I'm going to write on you.
Okay.
1 point for each turnover that they forced.
You're going to write on me.
I was kidding. I think that's a form of assault in some countries.
BBD, you finished first. How about you read your answers
Dr.
first?
BBD.
I have 5 team names written down. The first one I wrote down is the Vikings.
That's the last team I wrote down.
Alrighty, so neither of you get credit. They are tied for the most turnovers forced. Would have been 33 points for you.
All right, I wrote the Eagles.
That was my fourth team. We're
That
going.
was also my fourth team.
Wow, reverse chronological for me.
The Eagles were the 6th best team. They had 26 turnovers forced.
I wrote the Cowboys.
No Cowboys.
No Cowboys.
No Cowboys. They were number 12 with 22 turnovers
Nice.
forced.
All right,
Take that.
22. The Chiefs.
No Chiefs.
No Chiefs.
Chiefs, where are your Chiefs? The Chiefs are 14th with 20 turnovers.
Right.
20's on the board, though.
We're in the middle of the Bears.
No Bears. Thought about them.
No Bears. I also thought about them, too.
The Bears, there's your first top 10. They're the 10th most with 24.
Love that.
Alrighty, so
The 3 I got were fine.
you finish your round with 66 points and 2 flushes. Alrighty, you know what, let's just go down the line.
Lost my opportunity. Fair.
Justin Peener, you're up next.
Sure. I don't know if any of these are good answers. I'm going to be honest.
I'll tell you whether they're good or bad.
Football guy.
The Steelers.
No Steelers. Thought about them, though.
The Steelers are a great answer. They were actually tied with the Vikings
There you go.
for the most of anybody with 33 turnovers.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's how they win every year in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins?
No
they have,
Dolphins.
a sneaky
I
defense this
thought
year.
about them for kind of too long.
The Dolphins are towards the bottom. They
Sure.
ranked 27th with 16
27th.
turnovers.
Okay.
forced.
Okay.
Runs on the board is runs on the board.
Runs on the board
Right,
or runs on
and
the
a
board.
0, yeah.
Now, Dan Quinn's defense with the Cowboys forced a lot of turnovers. Now, they
Commanders.
weren't a great defense with the Commanders, but maybe they forced some turnovers, the Commanders.
I did not write the Commanders.
The Commanders were the 25th team in
Of course.
terms of turnovers forced with 17.
Okay.
Runs on the board.
Yeah, I mean, as long as
I mean, I
you're
think
not
you're
flushing.
if you have one more hit, you're past me.
Texans.
I do not have the Texans.
I didn't
D'Amico
write them.
Ryans.
I thought about them.
The Houston Texans are a great answer. They are the number 5 team with 29 total
All
turnovers.
right.
That brings your total to 95.
Okay.
All
It's early.
All right, Dalt. And then didn't you have one flushed?
He had
I
one
did. I had
flushed.
the Eagles flushed.
The Eagles.
I had 2 flushed. It was the Vikings and Eagles, my 4th and 5th answer. My first answer I wrote was the Denver Broncos.
That's a very good one, I think.
The
Maybe.
Denver Broncos are the number 9 team with 25
Pretty
turnovers.
good.
Okay. I think this should be a good answer to the Detroit Lions. I really hope, because that, at least to start the year before they got hurt, they were getting picks. Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, how you doing?
They are tied with the Bears for the 10th most with 24.
Okay. And then my last one, I know they lost their DC to Seattle last year, but the Baltimore Ravens still had a decent defense. I just don't know if they caused turnovers.
Not too many. They had 17 total, actually, which tied for 20th. There's like 10 teams that are tied
20th.
for 20th, yeah.
Okay.
There's 10 teams that are tied for 20th?
There's
That's crazy.
Defense.
7 teams all tied for 20th with 17 turnovers.
That's funny.
Oh, wow. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
Love
so
that.
I told you the Commanders were 25th. They're also tied for 20th.
Okay.
There you go. Bumped it up.
Alrighty. So at the end of the first round, we actually have a tie for second place. BBD and Dalton both have 66 total with 2 flushes. Makes sense. And then with only 1 flush, really the difference maker there, and the huge Steelers pick, we have Justin. You've got 95 total points.
BBD, the trick is in this episode, it's like golf. Lowest score wins.
Ooh.
So we have an advantage.
Ooh. Hey, how many did the Giants have?
The Giants were 28th with 15. The Jaguars, 9.
9.
Pretty bad.
I thought about the Jaguars.
Their secondary was very
Abysmal.
bad.
I didn't think they were good. That's why I didn't pick them.
Good.
But I thought
Good.
about them.
Good.
On to the next.
The next category is team sacks. So again,
Oh, no.
you need to write down the most sacks.
Don't do
What are you
it.
gonna do?
I'm writing it.
What
Isn't
are you
that my
gonna do?
bluffing or no?
What are you gonna do?
Report you to the authorities. I'm writing them. So if you want to cross me out, fine.
I think I have to.
Okay. You want to see me write it?
No.
That would be cheating. So very good answer. I try to trick you.
Oh my God.
That was so dramatic.
Hey, yo.
Penik, because you are in first place, I'm going to want you to lead off.
All right. I have the Denver Broncos written down.
I also have the Denver Broncos
Yeah,
as my
and that
first
was
team written
planned.
down.
That's a dub for me.
Yeah.
No
Alrighty.
Broncos.
If they're not 1, we're upset.
Denver Broncos
They are 1.
were 1. They had 63 sacks this year, 9 ahead of second place. So
All right, now I hope you don't
good
put
that
them.
you guys blocked them out.
I hope you don't put them. The New York Football Giants were like 3rd in sack rate this year, I believe.
Sack
third.
rate?
I did not write the Giants.
I didn't write the Giants.
The New York Giants were tied for 8th place with 45
Wow.
sacks this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were like 3rd in sack rate, which is kind of
Well, that's the thing I was going to
crazy.
say. Sack rate isn't always a fair
Well,
thing. but
the Browns game, they just didn't block us
Yeah, they
at
had,
all.
you know, funny
they had
thing about
tackles-
football.
They had tackles playing guard. They had guards playing tackle. It was crazy. I have no sympathy for any team that goes through that, since my football team goes through that every year.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Star guard Evan Neal.
I have the other New Jersey team, the Jets.
No Jets.
I did not jet.
The Jets were the 11th best possible team
Wow.
with 43 sacks.
I repeated the Texans again, since they had Donnell Hunter and Will Anderson Jr.
Great
I
answer.
wrote the
Good.
Texans.
Yes.
Ooh.
First flush that doesn't involve me. How you done?
Now, how about the interior defensive lineman that led the NFL in sacks? Plus, they have some other good pass rushers.
Leonard
with Byron
Williams,
Murphy.
Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Any other Seahawks?
I didn't write the Seahawks. I thought about them.
The Seahawks are tied with the Giants for 8th place with 45 total sacks.
So that was a nice, solid round.
So that round, you got 133 total points on 3 guesses.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
To skip it. I wrote down my exact answers from the last round. I wrote down 4 teams off the top of my head. I used them last round. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Rip it. Do it again.
Why not?
So Broncos, my first answer. Lions, I don't
wrote
know how
the
good
Lions.
of it. Damn it.
Tough.
Yes.
I mean,
They're low. That's the one team I wasn't going to write down. I was like, screw it. Let's write the same 5.
They were 23rd with 37 sacks.
Yeah, because Aiden Hutchinson gets hurt, ruins
Aiden-
their defense.
So
It's not a wide range.
Aiden
Yeah.
Hutchinson would have literally had 40 sacks if he continued.
But the other 3 teams I did like, it was the Broncos and these 3 teams I liked. Ravens.
No Ravens.
Ooh, the Ravens are the number 2 team. They had 54 sacks this year.
Kyle
Nice.
Van Noy.
Career high at like
Away.
age 33.
Away
Crazy.
kind of emerged a
Adafe
for them,
away.
too.
Loved him at Penn State. Anywho, Philly, Eagles. Go Birds.
I skipped the Eagles.
You skipped them, you said?
Yeah, I didn't do them this time, but I
Alright.
thought about them.
The Eagles were the 13th best team with 41 sacks.
Sure thing. And then I went with our Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings are another top 5 team. They had 49 sacks, good enough for 4th place. That
Let's
brings
go. Love
your
that.
total round to 144 points.
Still behind you, though.
Cutting into that lead, though, he's only 18 up on you now.
I did it.
I have 3 teams left
Okay, which
of
ones
my
did
5.
you flush?
The Texans and Lions.
Alrighty.
So then I had the Chargers.
Go Chargers, go. Okay, Biebs.
The Chargers had, let's see, 46 total sacks. That's good enough for the 6th best.
Oh, yeah.
I put the Steelers on here.
Fair answer. Probably decent.
The Steelers are middle of the road. They're tied for 16th place with 40 total sacks.
And the last team I wrote was the 49ers.
The
Weird team this year.
49ers, they were tied with the Lions for 37 total sacks.
Okay.
They're gonna get back to hitting the quarterback with Saleh.
Yeah, I was going to say, Robert Saleh reunited, and it feels so good.
That may be a good answer for next year.
That brings your total score up to 123 in that round. Overall, you are at 189, which puts you in 3rd place, 39 points off of the lead, followed by Dalton, who's got 210 points. He's 18 off the lead, which means Justin Penik has 228 points.
All right, start flushing them.
Time to flush.
All right, before we get back to the trivia, Hoops fans, the most exciting month in college basketball is here, with underdogs ready to fight their way to the top and established teams looking to defend their titles. This is the time to lock in your picks with our partners at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5, you're going to get $200 back in bonus bets instantly when you use our code JMFootball. Do you love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers use code JMFootball, all one word. Bet $5 on any wager, get $200 back in bonus bets instantly. That's code JMFootball, only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. You'll be glad you did.
This one is going to be team touchdowns. Team touchdowns. Now, again, I didn't pull this, so if you have any questions on whether this is offensive or defensive or whatever, I don't know. I think it's just total.
So if a team had a pick 6,
I think that counts. The highest number is 70.
so this is offensive. Like, it's at least offensive. We
No,
know
it
that.
includes both.
Yeah. So it's either both or just offensive, so that's fine.
Alrighty, so let's go the opposite direction this time. Beebs, you are in 3rd place, so let's see your score.
All right, and subscribe, by the way.
Oh, subscribe alert. Woo, woo.
Like and subscribe, why not?
Maybe share or comment, perhaps.
Comment something really nice about me, please. I need it. I wrote the Commanders.
I also have the Commanders.
You know what? It's a triple flush.
Nice!
Nice!
Flush.
Good job, everyone.
You all would have gotten 55 points.
That's right.
I'll just say, as BBD reads it, I tried not to flush, so I'm very upset I flushed.
Immediate flush.
Yeah, like I tried not for the big
There
names.
was no strategic flush there. The Buccaneers were the next team I wrote.
I also have the Buccaneers, and I thought they would be...
make it a triple flush yet again.
Yes!
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Let's
So
go!
You're saying you're doing these random teams, but both the Buccaneers and Washington are in the top 6.
I was hoping that
So
no one
they're
else would
not
do
too
that.
random.
Yeah.
You were trying to hammer the second tier.
Yeah, I was trying to go like from 6 through 10, not 1 through 5.
Just like the Green Bay Packers.
Did you write the Packers?
Yeah.
No, I didn't write them.
Okay, all right, good. I
Okay,
do
so
not
the
have
Green Bay
Packers.
Packers are a real guess. Alrighty. They are the 8th best answer with 52 total points.
Nice.
Kind of like that it's all triple flushes, so everybody has 3 answers this time.
For now.
Well, it's
Until... No, I'm just kidding.
Eagles.
Nope.
Nope.
all right, good work. The Eagles are the 7th best answer with 54 points.
Wow, my strategy of going for the middle tier didn't work.
And then the last team I wrote was the Bills.
No Bills.
You know what's very funny? I had the Bills and then I changed the Bills, so that's awesome.
That is really big for you, Beebs, because the Bills are the number 2 team. They had 65 touchdowns
nice.
this year.
Oh, nice.
We're so back.
Nice.
That brings your total to 171 points.
All right, flush each other.
Yeah.
I gotta stop.
Flush each other off.
Dalt?
Am I up?
Yeah, why not?
So the team I erased the Bills for was the Bengals. I went from Josh Allen to
I
Joe.
have the Bengals.
Oh, so I flushed the leader instead of last place. That worked out actually pretty good.
Oh.
I still stink.
The Bengals were the number 5 team with 57. You guys have now flushed 4, 5, and 6.
Nice. Vikings.
Do not have
Thank gosh. Give me like 10. Like 10th place, not 10 touchdowns.
Okay, I was going to say, they are in 9th place with 47 total points.
And then maybe this is 10, the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, I almost wrote them.
The Rams are actually a little bit further down. They're tied for 16th with 41 total touchdowns.
And that's why the Rams want to trade Matthew Stafford. That makes a lot of
There you go.
sense.
That's why they did by the time this is out.
Hey-oh to the Giants and Raiders.
Or that's why they didn't.
Or that's why they didn't. But Cooper Kupp's gone, I bet. That brings you to 88 total points on
298.
that round, which is 298 for the
All
game.
right.
I have two answers that I like that are left.
Okay.
The 49ers.
The 49ers are the number 13 team with 42 total touchdowns.
Okay, one ahead of the Rams. Fine.
Now, the big one. The Lions.
Yeah, number one.
Wondering who
Yeah.
was going to say the Lions. They are in first place with 70 total touchdowns.
Beebs, I was really hoping you'd put the Lions, so that's a womp for both of us there. That's tough. And you probably thought I was going to do that, so womp.
Our final scores at the end of 3 rounds with one more to go. In third place, 62 points off the lead with a 298. We have Dalton Feely. And now in second place with 340 points, Justin Penik.
Whoa, huge swing.
He is 20 points off of BBD, who's got 360. The big difference there being BBD having 171 points in that round and Justin having 112 points in that round.
Final round, Beebs. Here we go.
This last one is going to have probably some of the higher numbers, so anything can happen. The number one score on this is 89.
Okay.
So there could be some pretty big swings. We are going with the teams with the most total punts. The most total punts.
Oh, terrific.
Oh, terrific.
I did a swap
All right.
out. I'm a mess.
Okay, so this time we are going to start with BBD so we know what everybody else needs to get.
Okay.
I wrote the New York Football Giants.
I did not write the New York Football Giants.
I did not write the New York Football Giants.
I knew he didn't. He was smiling too much. He'd be upset. The New York Football Giants are tied for the third best possible answer. They punted 77 times this year.
And you didn't write them, Penik? Wow.
I wrote the New York Football Jets.
I did not.
The-
I have to check.
okay.
I did not write the news.
I keep getting excited.
I'm not on camera, but I just rolled my eyes
This is
as
pretty-
hard as I possibly can.
Pretty hard eye roll.
Hard eye roll.
The New York Jets were a slightly more successful offense than the New York Giants. They were tied for 16th with 63 punts.
It runs on the board. I wrote the New York Football Chiefs.
The New York
did.
Football Chiefs didn't punt once, but the Kansas City Chiefs punted 62 times. That's the 18th most in football.
The Jaguars.
Did not write the Jaguars.
I shockingly did not write the Jaguars. 'Cause that should be a good answer.
I shockingly may punch you in the face.
I shockingly may have had the exact same board that you did.
I'm going to snap you like a toothpick. Alrighty. The Jacksonville Jaguars are tied for the 12th most punts with 68. So that's 4 good answers for BBD. Can you go 5?
And I crossed out an answer to get these guys on the board. I wrote the Cardinals.
I did not have the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are actually very low on this because I think they sustained a lot of drives.
Nor did I write
I
the
felt
Cardinals.
really good about just nobody writing them.
Correct, which is true. So you're going to get more runs on
all
Well,
5,
Beebs.
with the exception of the Chiefs.
Maybe I wrote them.
I thought all 4 other teams I wrote
Yeah.
were going to be snaked.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the first round of anybody so far where there wasn't a single flush. So the tactic.
Good shit.
Oh, shit.
Good catch.
The tactic worked there. The Arizona Cardinals are pretty low on the list, though. They are the 26th team
All
with
right.
54 punts.
Runs
that
on the board.
brings your total in the round to 324.
Oh,
Assuming that Steve got that math right.
We're going to cancel each other out on a few of these.
This is going to be the greatest flush off ever.
So that brings your final score to 684 total points.
I can't wait for this flush off.
Dalton, you are in last place. You're up next. You need 386 points.
I might get 0. I feel very confident that Penik's going to copy. Penik's going to have the same answers as me. I wrote the Tennessee Titans.
Titans are my number 4 answer.
Oh, my God. You guys are screwed. Like, already you're in such a bad position.
How many did they have? I was screwed.
They were the number 7 team with 75
7?
sacks. Yes.
75 punts? Okay.
75 punts. They're the number 7 team.
Okay. I had the Patriots.
I have the Patriots. They're my number 1 answer.
Told you it's going to be a great flush off.
That's pretty funny. The New England Patriots were the number 11 team with 70.
Oh, we cancel each other out for a team that was number 11.
Womp womp. I wrote the Browns.
I have the Browns.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Bad teams.
crazy.
Just choose bad teams.
Crazy.
So this one, at least, you canceled each other out on
On one worth canceling.
one worth canceling. They were the number 1 team. They punted 89 times this year.
I kind of want a duck finish.
Full goose.
Duck winning goose. I wrote the Saints.
I have the Saints.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Now, this is actually pretty crazy, though, because, like, the Saints, they're the 7th most. They're tied for 7th. But, like, that's 7th. That's not number. This isn't 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, but the logic is punts equate to bad teams, bad offensives. That's what we did.
There's no way we have the same number 5.
And number 5, for all the marbles, the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, I do not.
Oh!
Raiders are the team I crossed out to put the Cardinals on. That was worthwhile.
Good job, Dalton. Your total score in that round, a whopping 67. Not quite the 386 you needed to pass BBD.
Fun fact, I put up less than all 4 rounds combined than BBD did in this round.
Wow.
That isn't true because you got 365 total points and he got 324 in this round, but it's closer than it should be.
Thank you. That's math for you.
But it was almost true.
It was almost true. The tables have not turned.
So, Penik, you have 1 valid pick.
Yeah, how much do I need, Lucas?
You need a team that punted at least 319 times this year.
Well, I could tell you a team that maybe came close because I gave them the nickname the Houston 3rd and Long Texans.
The Houston 3rd and Long Texans were tied for the 3rd most punts this year.
And, of course, the most unique answer that you wouldn't think the Texans would be on this list, of course.
They had 77 total punts.
Proud of you.
Team that I really expected you guys to get because their quarterback made a big stink about them not going to be, like they weren't going to punt at all this year. The Chicago Bears punted a lot this year. They punted 82 times.
Big dominance right over there. Congratulations to BBD.
Our winner with 684 total points. He is 267 ahead of second place, which is crazy.
Wow. Guys,
But
thank you for
tastefully.
watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What videos do you want us to see? Want us to see? Want you? Nope. Bye.